Hope you are doing well, dear followers of Burundi National Television. Welcome to the English News Edition headlines. Internal Savings and Credit Groups must have a recognition certificate proving that they are officially recognized at the level of their hinterland, the zone where they operate. They must also use the digital tools implemented by the Bank of the Republic of Burundi when submitting their reports. And the Rusizi National Park is a site of great importance to the country because it is home to a wide variety of remarkable wildlife that attracts visitors. At the present, Burundi Office for Environmental Protection is rehabilitating the infrastructure in order to improve the reception of tourists. Welcome, dear viewers, to details now. On this Saturday afternoon, the Intwari International Stadium was officially inaugurated by President Evariste Ndayishimiye. The ceremony kicked off with the match between the teams Bumamuru and Vitalo at the Premier League competition. The president of the Burundi Football Federation, Alexandre Muyenge, expressed his gratitude to the Burundian government for doing everything possible to ensure the construction of this stadium. He also called for the construction of more international stadiums in the central region of the country. For his part, President Evariste Ndayishimiye stated that this football field is the result of the collective efforts of the Burundian people and thanked everyone who contributed to the construction of the Intwari Stadium. And on this Friday morning, the Republic of Burundi was visited by Gnassingbé Faure Essizomna, who is the head of the government in Togo. He is also a mediator for the African Union in the eastern region of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. At the 11:20 a.m. Bujumbura time, the plane carrying this distinguished guest landed at Melchior Ndadaye International Airport in Bujumbura. Upon arrival, he was welcomed at the airport by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Edouard Bizimana. Burundi was also visited by 4 mediators from the African Union in the Great Lake region. These are former heads of state like President Olusegun Obasanjo, former President of the Nigeria, Sahle-Work Zewde, former President of Ethiopia, Festus Mogae, former President of Botswana, and Catherine Samba Panza, former President of the Central African Republic. The purpose of their visit is to find solutions to the security challenges in the Eastern Congo, to assess what has been done in terms of diplomatic talks, and to discuss ways to synchronize efforts between regional mediation and continental African mediation, all aimed at ensuring peace and security in the Great Lakes region. And the president of Togo, Faure Gnassingbé, was welcomed and received by his counterpart, the president of Burundi, Evariste Ndayishimiye, at the Nairobi, Paris. On the agenda of their discussion was the security situation in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. We owe this information to Rosine Gironi Gatoni. She is the spokesperson for the president of the Republic of Burundi, Evariste Ndayishimiye. And the Ombudsman of Burundi, Aimé Laurentine Kanyana, calls on communal administrators to contribute to finding solutions to some of the challenges related to the needs of village leaders, enabling them to effectively carry out their conflict resolution missions. She made this statement at the National Assembly during the presentation of the Ombudsman's institution's annual report for 2025. Jivan Ndayishimiye has more.
Among the many questions raised by deputies during the session at the National Assembly, in which the Burundian Ombudsman Aimé Laurentine Kanyana was invited to present the report on activities accomplished last year, was the distinction between the Ombudsman's institution and the Hill notables. In response, the Ombudsman explained that there are assistants of the Ombudsman tasked with carrying out the institution's missions at the Hill level, whereas Hill notables are responsible for settling disputes within their respective hills. She added that the work of Hill notables is essential and contributes significantly to the country's interest. Regarding concerns that Hill notables lack proper workplaces and the basic materials such as registers, filing cabinets for document storage, raincoats and the other equipment, Emerantine Kanyana indicated that should forward these issues to the competent authorities. She also urged communal administrators to help find solutions to some of these challenges. The Ombudsman further emphasized that Hill chiefs are not responsible for settling disputes. Rather, their role is to guide the citizens in social matters and to contribute to harmonious development within their communities.
Internal savings and credit groups must have a recognition certificate proving the officially recognized the level of the hill and the zone where they operate. They must also use the digital tools implemented by the Bank of the Republic of Burundi when submitting their reports. Jovan Deshimiye once more.
Circular number 14/M/2026, which replaces Circular number 14/M/2024, introduced changes for savings and credit groups known as community financial groups. Those changes are such as to use ordinary funds derived from contributions made by their members, have a known and identifiable headquarters, hold a certificate of recognition issued by the zone chief confirming their place of operation. They are also prohibited from recruiting members outside their area of operation. Regarding the submission of reports, these groups will now be required to use the digital tools put in place by the Bank of the Republic of Burundi, BRB. As for small savings and credit groups supported by facilitating organizations, Alphonse Nyabawumusi specified that they must also hold a certificate of recognition proving that they are officially recognized at the hill and the zone levels where they operate. Use digital technologies for the submission of reports. The Central Bank is currently in the process of putting in place a software system that will enable them to submit their report, he said. It should be noted that the reasons that may lead to the withdrawal of a group's registration number by the BRB include failure to comply with the legal framework in activity for a period of 12 months, as well as the practice of activities prohibited by the regulations.
And the Rusizi National Park is a site of great importance to the country because it is home to a wide variety of remarkable wildlife that attracts visitors. At the present Burundi Office for the Environmental Protection is rehabilitating the infrastructure in order to improve the reception of tourists. Diomede Hategekimana visited the park and his report is read and translated by Marius Muhigwe.
We are at Rusizi National Park, which is home to animals of different kinds, such as hippopotamus, crocodiles, antelopes, migratory birds, and others. This national park covers an area of more than 10,000 hectares. In the sector known as Delta, located near Gatumba, this Office for Environmental Protection is currently rehabilitating the infrastructure of the national park at the administrative block level. This includes the office of the park manager, the visitors and the tourist reception bidding upon their arrival, and the tourist facilities are also under construction. There will be a footbridge linking the Rusizi River to the bidding of the new tourist boat. All these infrastructures are being built in such a way that the waters of Tanganyika Lake will not flood them. The Director General of Burundi Office for Environmental Protection indicated that the added value lies in the modern nature of these infrastructures. He also stated that these buildings will house animals that come from this national park in order to present them to visiting tourists. This will also be a group of dancers to perform traditional dances and songs to welcome tourists before they enter Rusizi National Park.
Well, this is the end of our English edition. Keep watching our program. Jackson Akose, I must be going. Bye-bye.